A cover-up or incompetence? I'm Jeff Stein with today's Iowa Politics Report. Thanks to a federal Freedom of Information Act request, hundreds of Dr. Anthony Fauci's emails have been published by BuzzFeed, The Washington Post, CNN, and others. CNN focused on the weight of the pressure from the pandemic on the doctor, all quite personal and all quite complimentary. Other outlets, however, focused on specifics like U.S. funding for the Wuhan lab, emails contradicting his public statements on topics such as mask wearing, the origin of the virus, and so on. I have said frequently that I have plenty of grace for public officials during the first few months of the pandemic because it appeared all were acting in what they thought were the best interests of the public. That is, with the information they had available at the time, and I do stand by that. But far too many, including the good doctor, have issued multiple contradictory statements, and these emails underscore that. So were the public statements an attempt to cover up things some would prefer we not know? Or was it sheer incompetence? Nothing is a coincidence in this world, so it's not surprising that pre-sales for a forthcoming book about Fauci were pulled from online booksellers mere hours after the story of the emails broke. The publisher, National Geographic, claimed that the pre-sale notice was actually posted earlier than intended, so then they pulled it down, guessing though they did not refund any of the money from those sales. Now, the publisher says Fauci himself will receive no royalties from the book. That book, by the way, is tied to a documentary Nat Geo is doing about Fauci, and no word on whether he received payment for his work with that. There's a tendency to be so fed up with COVID-related items that this Fauci email story might slide by unnoticed by lots of folks, but the China lab funding and the contradiction with public statements and policy alone makes it all worthy of notice, especially since Dr. Fauci is the current president's chief medical advisor. That's the Iowa Politics Report for Thursday, June 3 on Twitter, Instagram, and Parler at Iowa Politics. I'm Jeff Stein on News Talk 1540 KXEL.